All right. Okay, so tonight is Team Smith Sunday night Zoom call, and I am just so excited to have one of my really good friends, Hawaii Sapphire, Amy Paul, on with us tonight. So we are going to have just some awesome information from her, and just she's going to share her heart and give us some tips and excitement, because I know that our team is at the cusp of greatness. There's so many promotions within our team. We've had a lot of people that have sat for a really long time and got complacent or got unfocused, including myself. So we're on track and we're focused and we're pushing forward. And I know that there's a lot of exciting things coming. So Amy's going to really give us some direction that can help us and give us some tools and ideas for activity, because we know that we want to be in activity always to be moving forward. Once we step away from the action and the activity is when we have the lull, and that our business isn't moving, our teams aren't growing, we're not doing what we need to be doing. So as long as we stay in activity, in action, we will continue to move forward. So I'm so excited to have her. So I'm not going to talk. I'm going to give Amy the floor. I'm going to, y'all, just in case. And then you have to unmute yourself, Amy. Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So I am super humbled and honored that Kelly asked me to be on here. As y'all know, Kelly is like seriously amazing. She's an awesome team leader, and she's been with this company for a while, since almost the beginning. And it's such an honor to be on this call. I really do feel so blessed to be asked to talk to this team, because when you're leaders, you do things a little differently. And so for Kelly to trust me to talk to her team is really important to me. We both grew up in the same town. We're all from Sebastian, a lot of Florida girls in here. So I grew up, I went to Sebastian High. That's where I graduated. That's where my husband, who will hit Sapphire this month, graduated from too. So we're super excited. Y'all pray for me. I should hit diamond. I'm 99% sure. So pray for me this month that that'll happen. But the key to my growth has been a few key steps that I'm going to go over tonight. And some of y'all have heard me speak before. So if I say the same things over and over again, just think of it as duplication at its finest, okay? I say the same things so much that my team members say the same things as me. And that's the same thing you should be doing with Kelly. You follow successful people. So you do what successful people do. And with Plexus, how you get far in Plexus is by not reinventing the wheel. You get far by following the successful people and doing what they do to get ahead. Don't waste your time reinventing anything. Just do the basic steps that you need to get ahead, and that's how you will grow. So I got started with Plexus. And I took the product for about 7 or 8 months before I decided to share it consistently and faithfully. I had told a few people about it, but I didn't really care. I was the type that thought that multi-level marketers should get a real job and work a real business and not waste money, because I had never seen anyone be successful with networking. So Plexus is different, and y'all get that. We sell a product that's consumable, that changes people's lives, that is a ground floor company, and has a 96% success rate, okay? Those are like a perfect storm of success. So if you're in this company right now, you need to write down, "Thank you, Lord," because it is super exciting, and you need to grab it by everything you can, grab the bull by the horns, whatever you say, and you go for this, guys. Do not give up on your dreams, because if you want something big, if you want to be walking to the bank and cashing a $20,000 check a month, then you need to work hard at this. If I can do this as a homeschool mom of 7, I know you can. I have complete trust, faith, and know that you can do this. Your abilities are strong. God made you the way you are for a reason. He gave us all different talents, different gifts, and you need to use those for this business. It's going to expand you. It's going to grow you. It's going to give you relationships you have never thought were possible. I never would have met Kelly, even though we grew up in the same town, if it was not for Plexus. I never would have met certain people that have changed my life if I had not embraced this business called Plexus. So I want y'all to write down on a piece of paper, $20,000, circle it. And I want you to write 5 reasons why you would love to have $20,000 a month. How would that change your life? What would you do? Would you send your kids to a private school? Would you go on your dream vacation? Would you give more to your church? What would you do, guys? Would you retire your husband? Think of this and dream big, because with Plexus, it's possible. $500 with Plexus is chump change, okay? Chump change. If you can do this for 2 to 4 years, commit, be consistent. If it took you 4 years to get to Emerald, making $10,000 a month and driving a Lexus, would it be worth it to you? Would it be worth it? Or would you rather work 20 years at a job for somebody else and make half of that? Okay, so that's what you have to put in your head, and you have to grasp that. You would not be embarrassed to say you're a nurse. Heather, are you embarrassed to say you're a nurse? I bet you not, right? You're proud of that. If you're a teacher, if you're a doctor, if you're a fireman, you're proud to say that's what you are. So look in the mirror tonight, tomorrow, every day this week, and say, I'm a net marketer. Okay? Because if you knew what that meant truly, you would not be embarrassed to tell people. I'm not embarrassed now. I drive around, y'all have seen our bus, 45-foot Plexus bus. It's wrapped Plexus. You can't miss us. I mean, we are everywhere, and I am not embarrassed. I want everybody to see us, because I think $35 changed my life. And if Jared Abart and Kristen Abart, they're both double diamonds in the company, if they had not said to us, if y'all do not work this business, if you don't take advantage of this, you're dumb. That's basically what they told us. You are dumb if you do not take advantage of this business. And that basically kicked my husband and I in the pants. And we were like, okay, let's just try this. Let's be consistent and work this. So if you have 30 minutes a day, you can do Plexus. If all you have is 30 minutes a day, if you work full time, you're doing homework all night, you're working 2 jobs, you're doing all of this stuff. If you only have 30 minutes a day, then that's what you give Plexus. But during those 30 minutes, you give it your all. That's not scrolling Facebook, okay? That is not income producing. You do not scroll Facebook until you have done your income producing activities. That would be posting on Facebook twice a day at 2 separate times, peak times, okay, guys, morning, afternoon. You post on Facebook twice a day. You reach out to 3 to 5 people a day. If you have not reached out to 3 people today, then you have not done steps forward, okay? That is how you grow. That is the key step in your growth, is reaching out to 3 people. Go down your Facebook contact list. Start at the beginning. If you've been with this company a while, you're probably thinking, oh, I made 100 contacts when I first started. I don't need that anymore. Go back tonight, write 100 contact lists, start at the top, and you write 3 to 5 people. Hey girl, I know you see me blowing up your Facebook account with Plexus. It has changed my family's life, and I really want you to try it. Do you have 10 minutes this week that I could call you? That's it. Copy and paste that to 3 to 5 people. Keep following up with people. Do not give up on people. If they ignore you and you see the thing that says seen and you know they saw your message, who cares? In another month, follow up again and say, hey, we're having a 15% off special. I really think you should take advantage of this. Follow up again, a month or 2. You're being nice. You're not being salesy. You're making it quick and short and sweet, but you're reaching out over and over. Y'all are busy. I guarantee you that how many times y'all have looked at a message and said, I need to respond to that person, and then you forget, right? I had a girl that was selling Usborne books, and she said, hey, will you buy some books? And I was like, oh yeah, I want some books. And I didn't message her, completely forgot. She messaged me 2 days later, hey, Amy, do you want some books? And I was like, yeah, I forgot again. And then it took her 4 times of asking me, because I'm super busy, but I wanted some books. I just didn't have time to answer her. So keep reaching out. Do not stop. It took me 1 year. Most of y'all have heard this, 1 year to get my friend Brooke Hemingway on board. She hit Emerald at her 7-month mark. She'll hit Sapphire next month at her 8-month mark. It took me 1 year to get her. 1 year. Please, would you try this product, Brooke? I know it could change your life. 1 whole year she watched me post to see if I was going to be consistent. People are watching you to see if you are for real about this company or if it's just a fly-by-night thing. So some practical tips. Again, message 3 to 5 people a day. Be passionate and unapologetic. Okay, I do not apologize for Plexus anymore. I'm proud to be a Plexus ambassador, and I'm excited about this company. I'm 100% sold out. If you have 1% of doubt, you will not go far, because people will see that 1% of doubt in you. So fake it till you make it. Okay, guys, fake it. And then you will build belief and passion in yourself. So just watch Diamond documentaries, watch testimonies, talk to people, get excited about Plexus. So you basically eat, breathe, and live Plexus. That sounds crazy, but if you want to go to the top of this company, then you need to work hard. Okay? Work hard and consistently. Push, gain momentum, and when you get momentum, ride with that momentum. Keep pushing, and don't give up. Don't ride the MLM roller coaster. Do not get super excited because you've had such amazing results and you want to tell everybody, and you're telling everybody, and people just don't get it. Or people get it and they have Candida die off and they tell you that they hate you because they're feeling so horrible. And then you go down and you're in the valley. I don't want to do Plexus. And then you go up again. And then you go down. And then you go up. Just remember, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. So the way you can avoid losing people, like retention-wise, this is what I started doing. I tell people from the get-go, if you are not willing to give this product 3 to 6 months, then maybe this is not the product for you. And people will be like, well, what do you mean this isn't the product for me? Well, I can give it 3 to 6 months. It's just that's how we are. Human nature tells people, like, if you don't act desperate for the sale, but you say, give it 3 to 6 months because this can transform your life, then they are more apt to do that. But if you tell them, oh yeah, get on the Triplex combo, I can't wait to see your results, it's going to be awesome. But you don't tell them from the get-go that they need to do 3 to 6 months because they could experience Candida die-off, because your body detoxes, and this is a good thing. If you don't educate them on that and you don't tell them that, then as soon as they have a mild headache or as soon as they're in the bathroom, 2 or 3 times, they're going to freak out and they're going to want to quit. Have them from the beginning know that this is not a quick fix. This is not a meal replacement. This is a long-term blood sugar, gut health, inflammation battle. And they're going to get healthy, and it's going to be a mild detox, but they're going to be super excited. Stick with them and keep encouraging them. Do not sell it and leave them. Talk to them all the time. Hey girl, how are you feeling? Oh, are you having any symptoms of Candida? I'm sending you some information on Candida. I'd like you to watch it. I send almost everybody the Ame Darling Triplex video and tell them to watch it. Or there's a new girl out now. She's really good. Jill, what's her last name? W-E-H something.
I think it's Winfro or Winfro.
Yeah.
Renfro.
Yeah.
No, not Jill Winfro. This is another girl.
Jill Werness.
Yes. Who said that? Her.
Who is it?
Y'all should post that. That is a great, I really like that video. That just came out. So I send that to people. But I really think education is key. And that's why I think my level 1, whose husband's a doctor and she's a nurse, have such success, because they're educating. They're acting like doctors. They're acting like health professionals, saying, this is what you need to do. I mean, you go to the doctor and get on a blood pressure cholesterol pill, you're on it for a while. So you need to sell that Plexus is what you're going to be on this a while, 3 to 6 months. Okay, next is Zoom calls. When I get a newbie, I'm going to tell you all the steps I take from start to finish when I get a newbie. As soon as somebody shows interest, I say, I walk them through the sign-up process. That's what y'all should do. Always change their backup order, not for the 26th. You walk them through changing their backup order towards around the beginning of the month, because you want their auto ships going. You don't want there to be a lag in their products, and you yourself don't want to wait till the 26th for their orders to go through. So I try and move their backup order dates back to around the beginning of the month. I walk them through the process. I try and get them always to do the Fab 4. Yes, that's it. Andrea, that's it. Jill Werness. I say Triplex combo, add the X factor. The reason I tell everybody to add the X factor is because I have noticed that they get the best results on the Fab 4. So I try and start them immediately. And when I tell people, I say, hey, when you're signing up, it's going to be about $165 your first month. And then next month, it's going to drop down a little bit. This is if they're preferred customers. But I tell everybody it's going to be about $165 the first months. And the reason I say that boldly is because if you don't act apologetic about price, for example, listen to this. Hey, I really want you to do the Triplex combo. It's $124.95. And they're like, ooh, that's sort of steep. What I used to say was, yeah, I know, but you can just budget for it, or you won't be spending as much at the grocery, or, well, I mean, I guess you could just try the Slim and see if that works, and then we can add the ProBio and Bio Cleanse. That's what I used to do because I felt bad for people. I know how people struggle month to month for income. I know that. And I know $165 is a lot of money. But I also know people buy what they want to buy. People buy Coach purses that can't afford Coach purses. I bought Shakeology. I spent $150 a month for a powder. You know, people buy what they want to buy. So you just have to convince them and have enough passion that they see belief in these products and know it's going to work. So try and sell the Fab Four. When they join, you tell them, okay, I want you to post on Facebook. And what do people always say? Nope, I'm not posting until I have a testimony. I want a testimony first. I'm not sharing it with my friends. I want to have a testimony. So what you say to that is, I was the same exact way. I didn't want to share till I had a testimony, but this is what you're going to say. And I send them 2 lines. And everybody on my team that joins posts the same 2 lines. And this is what they say. So excited to start these amazing supplements called Plexus that my friend Amy told me about. She has better health, better sleep, better gut health, better immune function. Who wants to try this with me? Something just like that. Because did y'all hear? I'm not saying that I had great results. I mean, the newbie doesn't even have the product. They just went online and bought it. So they don't even have the product yet. But what I'm trying to do is get them getting their product for free by getting 3 people on their team right away. And when they can get 3 people on their team right away and make that first check, make silver, and get the sign-up bonuses, they are more apt to stick with this business. So what I tell people is, have you ever done a diet? And always you grab your friend and tell them they're doing it with you, right? Most people get a workout buddy or somebody to do a diet with. That's usually how it works. So people want to do things together. So I tell them, don't you have your sisters, your best friend, some people that want to do this with you? Let's just get those 3 people to join or to order with you and do this at the same time. And so since I started being sort of bold and bossy and telling people, these are the 2 lines you sent on Facebook, our team has had 2 silver stars and 6 fast start golds now. So it works because when people are signing up, they want to be told what to do, guys. When I signed up, I would never post it on Facebook at first because I wouldn't have known what to say if somebody asked me, what is Plexus? And most of us are people pleasers at heart, and we don't want to feel that awkwardness when you post on Facebook that people are going to ask you questions you're not going to know what to say, or your friends are going to think you're scamming them, or you're trying to get their money over a product. So you basically alleviate that for the newbie by saying, you're going to post this on Facebook, you're asking them to try it, but you're not saying it works. You're just saying who wants to try it with me. Once they post that on Facebook and somebody likes it or comments, you, the line, are going to take care of everything. Remember, you're trying to create duplication. So you're going to say, hey, Nancy, I don't know much about this product. I just signed up to get it at the wholesale cost. I'm really excited to try it, but my friend Amy had such great results, so I put her in this conversation so she can answer all your questions, and you have to hear her awesome testimony. And then I take over the conversation. Hey, Nancy, I am so excited that you're showing your friend support by liking her comment. Plexus has been life-changing for me. And then I go into my testimony, and that's how you create talking. So now there's 3 of you in there talking about it. And that's what you do. And you start these separate messages for each person. So if you're the sponsor, you're going to be more busy because you're giving yourself more work to do. But trust me, it's worth it because you're creating duplication. So the newbie that you show that system to will then do it with their person when they get comfortable. And it will create a massive, huge, tons of little group messages, and you'll be talking and talking and talking. And out of that, you will get ambassadors and customers. So that is what you do. Then you tell them, okay, now that you post on Facebook, now you have some people commenting, let's get you on a Zoom with 3 to 5 people. Do you have 3 to 5 friends you can get on a Zoom with me Monday at 6 o'clock? Does that work for you? You give them a date and a time. And they're going to come back and say, oh, Monday I'm working. And then you're going to say, okay, well, Tuesday, does Tuesday work for you? And then if they're like, well, I don't know if I can get anybody. You say, Oh, yes, you can. Trust me, you can get some people. I bet you your best friends want to hear about this. I bet you can get your mom on this call. I'll send you the link. So Tuesday's okay? So do you see how I'm sort of like pushing it, even though most of the time that would make you want to back off? You know, you sort of back off because you know that they're implying to you that they don't really want to do it because they're nervous, but you sort of keep pushing. And once they get on that Zoom and hear you talk and see how easy it is and how you create such a chill, calm, cool atmosphere, then they will be fine with it. So what I do, once you get 3 to 5 people, you are going to present the Fab Four. If you are not comfortable doing this, when I first started doing Zooms, I did them for all my levels. And Kelly, I know, is willing to do that. So Kelly would be doing it for y'all if you are not comfortable. And she would just be getting on there for 20, 30 minutes. Hey guys, thank you so much for giving me a little bit of your time. I started with Plexus because blah, blah, blah. And these are the 4 products: slim, balances blood sugar. I lost this much weight. I feel great. Tons of energy. Not going into everything. This is not going to be a boring, I'm sure some of y'all have been at those boring like product presentations and you're just like, come on. They don't want to know every ingredient. They don't want to know that. She's going to be very brief, very quick, go over the Fab Four, and she's going to talk about the business in a very nonchalant way, implying it's only $35, so I signed up because I wanted the wholesale cost. I thought getting commission off my own products would be great. So she's making it very easy for you and this is what I tell people. Women can bond on the beach in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. You can be best friends with somebody standing in a grocery line and fake friending them. So you have 20 to 30 minutes to watch their facial expressions, to get if they're getting you, if they're nodding their head, if they're like, you know, when you talk about something like, I was the mom that crawled to the coffee pot, and they're like, haha, they giggle. Then you hone in on energy. Hello, this person needs energy. So you're honing in, you're looking at each of the people, you're trying to discern what would motivate them. If there's a doctor on the call, you're sure not talking about money because money is not their motivator. Okay, so you figure out the motivator for people. They had a brand new baby. Maybe it's energy. Maybe it's to not go back to work. But you're trying to find the motivator and talk toward that subject. And you have 20 to 30 minutes to bond with them. When I've done these Zooms, I have 3 to 5 people on, and I've never not had somebody sign up. So right now we have 32 people on this call. I cannot bond with you. Diane, I can't even hear your story. You know, Jennifer, Misty, Sharon, Kimberly, I can't hear your story. Does that make sense? I can't bond with you because I can't get to know you. I'm just talking. But when there's 3 people, I can ask questions, I can pull information out, and I can get to know you, and we form a team. Isn't that what Plexus is? It's forming friendships and relationships. That's why people are successful. So you have to form a relationship and friendship with them so they feel like a part of a team and that you are going to help them get healthy. So Zooms are the key, guys. If you are writing stuff down, I'm telling you, write on a piece of paper. Today, this week, it's Sunday now. This week, I'm going to get a hold of Kelly and I'm going to set up a Zoom. I'm going to get a hold of her. I'm going to get her 3 people. If you've been doing Plexus a long time and you just feel like I can't get 3 people, you know, I've already exhausted all options and things like that, 1 or 2 works. You grow Plexus by 1 or 2 people. That's how you grow Plexus. Don't think you have to have 20 people signed up in a month. 1 or 2 people is moving forward. If you just consistently move forward, I don't care how slow you go. You cannot fail with Plexus as long as you are consistently moving forward. If it's a snail's pace, who cares? You're still working it in the nooks and crannies of your life. How many of y'all have done 3-way calls or talk to people about Plexus as you're driving somewhere, as you're texting during a movie with your kids? I mean, this is why Plexus is so great. You're fitting it in the nooks and crannies of your life. What would you be doing if you weren't doing Plexus? Watching Netflix, reading a book, scrolling Facebook, just stuff that is not going to make you money or help people get healthy. So just fit it in the nooks and crannies of your life and just commit. 100%. I took the product 7 months, guys, and I was not committed. Not at all. I was like, I am not doing network marketing. And then when I committed, I wanted to win the iPads. I don't know who, raise your hand if you were in Plexus when the iPad promotion was going on. Okay, so some of y'all, I wanted to win my kids an iPad for Christmas. 3 customers, 3 ambassadors. And so I was like, oh, good, Andrew, you want an iPad. That's awesome. So I was like, I can do this. Well, you want to know who I called to sign up? Both my sisters and my mom. So I tell people, you can sign up like family members. Just call them and say, hey, I want you to sign up. Most of them will do it sometimes. So I won an iPad. And from that, my sisters told a few people, my mom told a few people, and I had like 7 people on my team. And that's the same time the Abarts came to Kauai and said, if you don't work this business, you're dumb. So we said, okay, just try it. And I had to give up a lot, guys. I mean, I homeschool 7 kids. At the end of the night, I'm done. Like, I don't want anybody talking to me, not my husband, no one. Like, do not talk to me. And I started doing Plexus. And at first, I was not sold out on it. Like some of you on this call, I kept thinking, man, like, no one's listening to me. People are telling me no. I'm embarrassing myself on Facebook because I'm posting on Facebook all the time, Plexus. And it was like that constant roller coaster. When I went to Hawaii, when I hit Emerald and I posted that I could get a Lexus, I had 3 people that had been watching my journey for over a year message me and join once I hit Emerald. Now I have people coming out of the woodwork. I mean, I'm not even having to reach out to people anymore because they're like, I posted the income chart and I'm like, this is how much we're making, guys, after not even 2 years in this company. So, and I have people coming out of the woodwork. We've signed up 2 wildlife biologists. They're master's degrees, you know, wildlife biologists making really good money. But do you think that they didn't come with school debt or working all these long hours? The doctor on my team makes over $500,000 a year, tons of money. And the reason they're doing this is because he doesn't want to work 70 hours a week. So I say that to let y'all know, do not be intimidated by successful people. Heather is a nurse. All those doctors reach out to. Confidently walk up to them. You're working 70 hours a week as a doctor. Psh, my friend Amy's making as much as you, and she has been doing Plexus less than 2 years. You need to try this because it's awesome. And just be bold and confident and walk away. And then come back and drop another little like morsel and then walk away. And you just are letting people have little bits here and there. You know, that's what you're doing when you're posting on Facebook. You're giving them little glimpses and then you're reaching out to them privately in a message. If you can get people on a call on the phone, like most of us don't want to call people. We avoid the phone like the plague, and we send text and Facebook messages. If you can get people on a phone call and they hear your voice and they hear your passion, that will definitely help you sign people up. So if you have not reached out to 3 to 5 people this week, or added 3 to 5 people to your new contact list, you need to do that. If you walk into Target this week, walk up to the cashier as you're checking out, smile, make a little small talk, and then say, hey, listen, I have such a great idea for you. I am a stay-at-home mom of 7, and I signed up for this company for $35, and I retired my husband. I really want you on my team because you have such a great personality. Do you have 10 minutes this week we could talk? Eric and I, that's my husband, we do that all the time. All the time. We make it a point to go into stores just to get people's information. We walk up to them and we say, hey, we want you on our team. We're looking for motivated people like you. Do you have 10 minutes this week we can talk? I haven't even mentioned Plexus. That's what I say. And if you use your phone, which we all have our phone all the time, what I do, I'll be standing beside somebody talking. And of course, like we draw a crowd. But you will have to think of something else to start talking to people about. Make eye contact with people. If you're standing at Publix getting meat cut at the same time as somebody else, start talking to them. Hey, how's your day going? And then they're talking to you. And then you say something like, are you on Facebook? Or you start talking about Plexus. You're like, are you on Facebook? Okay, here, put your name in my phone and we'll stay in touch. And you hand them your phone. So you hit the Facebook icon and you hand them your phone, and they will not say no. Most people are not going to look at you and be like, no, weirdo, I'm not going to put my name in your phone. They usually will do it because they don't know what else to do because somebody's asking them, so do not be afraid to tell people, hey, put your name in my phone and we'll connect via Facebook. I did that. We got 4 numbers at the mall the other day, me and my husband, 4 numbers on Facebook. And so now I have to make a separate page to remember because I will not get them if I don't follow up with them. So those 4 people that I added on Facebook, now I go back in, comment on all their pictures for about a week or 2. And then I say, hey, have you thought about what we talked about? I would love to talk to you about Plexus. It's amazing. So I know y'all can do this, and I know Kelly is willing to do the Zooms for y'all. But if you are gold right now or senior gold and you are in management mode, get out of that. You can only pull people so far. This is your own business. And if you are not personally signing up 3 people a month, then you are not working your business like you should. Think of when you first started and you actively worked. How did you actively work? Go back to those basic steps. Basic steps. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Stop trying to create better trainings, cool team pages, and get your people involved in the latest and greatest of everything. Go to the basics. 3 to 5 people a day, 100 contact list. Work that 100 contact list. Set up Zooms. If you are in a local vicinity of your team, reach out to them, each person individually. Say to your level 1, hey girl, will you have 3 people at your house this week for just a small little get together? We'll do little appetizers and girl talk. Don't say it's a sip and see, a launch party, any of that stuff. It makes it, people don't want to go to that. I mean, think about it. Have you been invited to a Mary Kay party or a Pampered Chef party and you're like, great, now I have to go and I have to buy something because I want to support my friend. Don't put people in that position. Make it very easy. Hey, we just want to get together and talk. And you're going to talk like women do. We sit around and talk. And that's what you do. It's just talking. If you can bring it back where you keep it personal, then Plexus will work for you. So back to the basics. Get into a training. Get into a training. Hold yourself accountable to somebody. Find a sideline. Find an upline. Find somebody that will hold you accountable. Ask them, hey, will you check on me and make sure I message 3 people today, and I'll do the same for you. And brainstorm with people and constantly be talking Plexus. I don't know what questions y'all have for me because I could talk all night. Kelly knows that. So lead me in a direction.
I love that you mentioned, because I was talking to a few of my girls last Wednesday about y'all's approach with the Zoom meeting and how Eric has the card and you have like an opportunity Zoom and you'll just hand it out randomly. And I think that that's a fantastic idea. Y'all, I wanted Amy specifically. I've had the A-Bards, I've had the McCalls, I've had Sonia Dudley, I've had all the greats on my team calls. I've done a lot of team calls that have had the best of the best. And we always find awesome information. We're always encouraged. But I wanted Amy specifically because a few reasons. One, she's a hometown girl. She's like you and I. She's not someone that you look at, you think I could never be that person, because Amy is very relatable. So I wanted her for that reason, because I know that it's easy to have someone that you feel comfortable with, that you think, you know what, she's like me or I'm like her. She's a mom of 7, y'all. She homeschools 7 children. So the excuse that I'm super busy, yeah, that doesn't fly. In the fact that, she's been so successful, not only her, but her husband as well, and they do this together. I know a lot of you have that same desire for your husbands and your spouse. So I thought that was really good. In the fact that Amy is no nonsense. Amy is bold. She's 100% non-apologetic, which is one of my favorite phrases. I'm always preaching to my team about being non-apologetic, because when you come off apologetic, like you're meek and you're mild and you're afraid and you're not willing to kind of back Plexus and back how you feel, no one's going to join you and no one's going to buy from you. So the fact that Amy is so bold and so non-apologetic, it's it's good. It's the way that we have to be. And I think that she does it in a way that's not pushy and not salesy, but it's relatable. It's about relationship and saying, hey girl, I totally get where you're coming from. I was tired too, or I thought network marketing sucked, or I was embarrassed. I didn't want people to judge me. She's already been there. She's already walked down that road and got through it and got past it. And now she's going to be diamond. She just hit sapphire. So she's doing the right things and she has a lot of wisdom. So I hope that you hear her heart in this. Zoom, we've been preaching this for weeks now. It's something that you have to get comfortable with, but I think based on experience, it's working. And Amy has a team that's growing super rapidly, fast. Like they're going faster at gold. They're, she said, her doctor's wife, gosh, Brooke is like going crazy. I mean, they're promoting so quickly. She doesn't have a whole team of sitters. She has a team of movers, and that's what I want this team to be. I want a team of movers, and that I want to see you guys reaching your goals and gaining confidence and just feeling really happy and excited about your business. So I thought Amy just really hit it on the head tonight. So I hope that you took away some great tidbits, and I hope that you put that into action this week. Amy, I'm so grateful for you and your friendship and your encouragement, and thank you for taking your time out, because I know everybody in this company wants you on their team calls and everybody's looking to you because you guys are doing it right. You're doing it humble. You have such a good heart, and I just adore you and Eric both. So thank you again for coming on and sharing your wisdom with us tonight. If y'all have questions, I know like Heather, you might want to say something. Anybody, you can unmute yourself. It might be a little loud. So if you have a question for Amy, we'll try to take a couple really quick.
So for me, it's uncomfortable talking to people. I have a really hard time with that. Like, I never know what to say, the right thing to say, or just in a zone to be comfortable about it. Like, there's so many doctors at work that I just want to go up to and say, listen, yo, this is the real deal. You need to find out about this. Listen to what I have to say, but I just can't get the words there. And now, I mean, I'm an oncology nurse, so there's so much opportunity, and it would be so good for them, part of it. But, that's where I struggle.
So because you struggle talking like that, ask them to watch a video. So say, would you mind listening? The creator of the X Factor has an amazing call. Scott McKnight, I think that's his name. His call, it's a 34-minute call. If y'all have not listened to that call, oh my goodness. So all your oncology people need to listen to this call. I can find it. It is the best call, and it will sell you on Plexus, the X Factor, like nobody's business. And send them that short triplex video and say, hey, listen, will you just watch this? This is why I'm doing Plexus. Give me 10 minutes and just watch the video and tell me what you think. So if you can't talk to people, you sort of have to just fake it till you make it. That's what I tell everybody. Like, you're going to feel sick. So go throw up in the bathroom after you talk to the doctor. But when you go to his face, like, you just walk up and be like, listen, like, you've got to do this. I've been so nervous to talk to you about Plexus because I know you're going to shoot it down because it's a multi-level marketing company and you're a doctor making $500,000 and you know everything. But I want you to watch this video. Will you please just watch it? Like, that's what I would say, something like that.
Okay.
I think the triplex cards too, the one that SJ designs, she has all three of the products on there, and she kind of lists the ingredients and everything. And that's something you can like just hand to them and say, hey, just like Amy said, I know I'm kind of, scared to talk to you, but I really wanted to show you these products. I think they're awesome, and you're a doctor and you know a lot about gut health or whatever, and kind of just hand them the card. And then like maybe a day or two, you can say, hey, did you check out that card? What did you think of that? Are these products that I should be taking? Am I right to love all this stuff? Is this the way I should go? Kind of like make it where you're asking him something, so you're making him feel good, like you're kind of propping him up as a doctor. As far as the business, I think that's when the same thing that Eric does. Invite them to a Zoom call. Like, say, you know what, I want to talk to you about this business I'm in. It's an awesome opportunity. Tuesday night at 7, if you're home and can log on and watch this, you don't have to say anything. You just log in and listen. That would be another thing that you can do. It's not, you don't have to feel too worried about saying much. Just give them the card or give them the, Zoom link or whatever, and then have them come to it later. That way you're not having to say so much at once and being all nervous.
Right. It's a good plan. Thank you.
I'm going to show y'all that Zoom invite, like just a standard Zoom invite card that we email to people that we meet out and about. And it's an invitation to, we have a weekly Zoom for potentials. And we say, hey, we do it, the Zoom, will you come? And we email it to them and then we follow up. And this is what it looks like. I don't know.
It's made it on Collage.
Oh, can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
Jennifer Cummings, that's what I was telling you about. So I was telling the girls about this. I want to start doing this. Like a couple of my leaders have been talking about this, and we're going to pick a date and time, and it's just going to be the date and time, because if it was matched to everybody's schedule, we'd never pick a date and time. So it's going to be one night, and we're going to do it every single night at the same time, all the time. So that way, during the week, you guys can make a business card or make a little card or print out some cute things and say to all your potentials, hey, Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, every Thursday at 8, we have this meeting, and I'd love for you to come. And that way we all know that every single Thursday at 8 o'clock or whatever date, we haven't chosen one, you have one night every single week to bring your potentials to. So if you're out and about and you just happen to be able to talk to somebody about Plexus, it's a guaranteed meeting that he or she can log into that week or the following week. That's an opportunity meeting. So that's something
That's perfect. That would be really helpful.
Really going to start implementing, because I think it's brilliant. I got that from Amy and Eric, and I think it's working for them. So I definitely want to try that and see. And it just gives us some stability as far as opportunity meetings, because I know it's hard to get somewhere. It's hard to go to meetings. It's hard to.
Well, also for that whole week prior, you have like, okay, well, let's see how many people I can personally get to come onto that call for that week. So it gives you kind of a goal set.
Yeah, exactly.
Amy, where did you order those cards from, or how did you make them?
Yeah, Eric made it in Canva, right, Eric? Canva.com.
Yeah, I used a business card app to make a digital business card, and then I inserted that into a Canva collage.
So Canva, you can, okay. Because I just recently learned how to use Canva. I'm learning, but I didn't realize that you can make stuff on there like that. And you just ordered it from Canva?
It's free.
Yeah, Canva.com is free. You just can only do it on your computer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you could email it to someone, but you could do even Vistaprint sometimes gives free business cards. So maybe if you just typed it out, or it can be very simple. You could do it like that. There's lots of ways, lots of apps that you guys can figure out what you want to do as far as your Zoom cards. But I think it's an awesome idea and something that we definitely are going to start doing. So I also and we've talked about this a lot, but the one-on-ones, the Zoom, like she said, I can't talk to all of you tonight. I couldn't ask you each a question and find out what your why is and what your needs are and what your struggles are, what your hopes and dreams are. But with 3 or 5 of us, we totally could. And we could feel
definitely
no pressure. You don't feel awkward because it's only a few faces. And I think that's key. And the more and more we can do that, the better it's for everyone. Because like you say, maybe 3 to 5 people jump on and you only sign 1, but you just signed a new ambassador. And then you're going to get that new ambassador to get 3 to 5 people, and then her people are going to do 3 to 5 people. So it's just starting to really duplicate. So, Facebook messages are great, but they're not best. It's phone calls or Zoom. People like to see you. They want to know you, and they feel like if they see you, they know you for some reason. I feel that way too. It's just, I'd rather see someone, look at them, see their character and their face, their excitement. It just makes more sense to me. And if I'm going to join a company or if I'm going to join someone's team, I want to know what I'm getting into. So I think Zoom is such a great avenue for potential. So I don't want you to not invite to little Zooms. You keep doing your small one-on-ones or 2, 3, 4 people in a Zoom. And then every week we'll have a big opportunity Zoom. But that doesn't replace the one-on-ones and the Zooms that you're going to do and asking your new ambassadors to do, because those are key. They're working. Obviously Amy's team's doing fantastic with it. Another thing I want to touch on really quick, and then we'll let everybody go, but training. Amy, it's hit it so perfect. It doesn't have to be the latest and greatest. Every time you see something posted in a group, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to do all this. I need to do this training, huge training. It's not about training. It's about relationship. If you can sit with a new ambassador and talk to them and get to know them, that's the best training, okay? Because the basics is what we all do. Everybody, all the diamonds are doing exactly the same thing. It's the basics. It's talking to people, it's sharing flexes, it's inviting, and it's follow-up, and it's the same thing. So we don't have to overthink the training. It doesn't have to be this intense, all this stuff. It's about relationships. It's about, figuring out what people need and what people want, and helping them and showing them how to get there. And that's through relationship. That's through the basics. And we all know what to do. Sometimes we forget, but we do know what to do. It's just actually getting ourselves to be consistently doing it, So I think that we're all that way. We all have to stay consistent, but training, basic stuff. You don't want to overwhelm people into feeling like this is some huge commitment that they have to do all this stuff. And because it's totally not. Like Amy said, if you have 30 minutes, if you have 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes at night, you could totally get to Emerald. Like that's reality. I did in 7 months, and I still think that's crazy to me, but you can do it. You just have to be very consistent and use that time wisely. So like I said, basic, I think Amy really touched on everything that my heart is, feeling, and things that we've gone over for our team. So I'm grateful that you came on and just reiterated that. And I can't wait for you to hit diamond. I told Amy I can't wait to be in our diamond doc. I'm like, I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh. So excited for you.
It's awesome. Thank you guys again. And we appreciate you. And you have a fantastic week, and we'll check in and see you in Team Page.
Okay, bye.
In Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas soon. Good night.
So good night.